All the cats are gonna be quiet, right? Little baby? Okay, she's definitely not going to be quiet. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple. My name is Jamie and I am here today to do another Undress This Box, aka unboxing video, aka what's in the box video for Overboss by Brotherwise Games. Overboss is part of the Boss Monster series. So if you guys remember Boss Monster card game that came out, I don't remember when, insert year somewhere on the screen. It's the pixelated, you know, type of imagery, very like video game, boss monster type of fighting type of card game. So this is in that same realm. You'll notice that the big guy on the front is the same as the character that is in the Boss Monster game, only he's much more pixelated in the Boss Monster game. Here he's like full HD, 4K. Just kidding, but full HD pretty much. We're gonna jump in and see what's in this box. I'm gonna show you what all the components are, and just because it's, you know, fun to do. Let's dive in. Silent yet deadly. Nothing on the inside of the cover. I like it when games do that, but you know, it's fine. We're not gonna judge it yet. So as per usual, as soon as we open the box, we see a bunch of paper, and the first thing that we have is the instruction manual. I believe. Indeed, it is the instruction manual. As you guys already know, every game comes with one of these rule books, instruction manuals, because if it didn't, then we would all be lost. This manual shows everything that comes in the box. It also shows you how to play, and it shows how to score at the end of the game. So that comes in there. Then we have another piece of paper, which is trying to sell us more games. Like, you even need to try. We're just gonna buy them anyway, let's be honest. Ooh, then there's another piece of paper. Poor trees, or soup's dead out there. And this one shows you how to play solo. So it shows you solo mode and solo campaign. So that's pretty cool. Then, believe it or not, we have another piece of paper. And this is a quick start guide. So instead of going through the whole rule book, you could just look at this up. It shows you setup and how to play the game and scoring and all of that stuff on one card. Neat. Next thing it comes with is 5 player boards. So this game can be played for 1 to 5 players, and each player board has a small side and a large side. So we've already actually played this game. We played with 3 people, so we played on the larger side. I think if you play with 2, you could probably get away with playing on the smaller side. Next thing is a scoring card. So typical standard of every game. This allows you to mark down all of your scores. If we look at the scores from our game yesterday, you would see that I won. So basically, am I an overboss? Yeah. I am. Definitely I am. Next thing that we have is this little baggie, and it's like a silk bag. It's very luxurious. That says Overboss on it. So this bag you actually use to put tiles in, and there's a bit of a, you know, there's a drawing aspect to this game. Not like drawing as in Pictionary, but drawing as in drawing tiles out of a bag. So it comes with a little nice baggie there. Then we have some cards. So these Overboss cards are for the more advanced version of the game. So each of these cards has a different boss monster on it, and each player will take one of these cards and they'll have a special ability or something special that they're able to do when they reveal their monster, and then they'll have some special bonus scoring methods for the end of the game. So you can actually choose whether or not you want to reveal your monster, or you can keep it secret the whole game and nobody will ever know your strategy. So that's what I did. That's how I won. I'm not saying that's the right way, but that's how it worked for me. Big purple tray. Next thing that we have are these little cards that are called terrain cards. Each of these cards has a different type of terrain that you play with in the game. So you select 5 that you get to play with. Just for a few examples of ones that are in here, we have caves, castles, graveyards, volcanoes, deserts, cloud islands, which are the cutest for sure, camps, forests, swamps, and a summoning circle. Ooh. So those are the terrain cards that are your options. Like I said, you choose 5. There's also dungeons, and those are in every game. no matter what. Next, we have another pile of tiny cards, and these are common cards. We did not play with these, but these also give you different ways to score points. So they all have different names, like there's Overthrow, Demolish, Intimidate, and those are the only ones. So we actually didn't play with these cards, but those are in there. And that's one cool thing about this game. There's all these different ways to play, so you can play it super basic. You can add in the monsters, you can add in the common cards. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Next, we have the actual terrain tiles. So all of the terrains that I just mentioned, each has a matching tile. So we've got the graveyard, the cloud island, the camp, the cave, the volcano, the castle, the desert, forest, swamp, summoning circle, and of course, the dungeon. Bum, bum, bum. So each terrain tile and each terrain scores in a different way. The way that the scoring works is actually written on every single one of the tiles, and it's also written on the terrain cards. So you can actually see how scoring works, so you can kind of strategize that way. Just as an example with the desert, on the bottom you'll see in order to get points with the desert, you need to have multiple desert tiles linked together. So if you only have one desert tile, it's worth 0 points. If you have 2, it's worth 2. If you have 3, it's worth 6. If you have 4, it's worth 12. And if you have 5, it's worth 20. Now these tiles are all drawn randomly, so it's really interesting to see kind of like how you can mix and match and really work the tiles the way that they need to be worked in order to score points. But that's not all, my friends. Of course it isn't. Each tile, underneath each tile in the box, you'll also find little monsters, obviously. So each terrain type also has a specific type of monsters, which you can see in these tiny little tiles. I'm not going to go through all of them again, but there is one for each terrain type. And how these work is when you draw out your tiles, you're also drawing out of the bag these little tiny tiles, and they each match up. Ideally, you want to get the same type of monster tile on the same type of terrain because that scores you 1 extra point. There are ways to switch them around, but Jeff and I will do a how to play and all that stuff later, so stay tuned. So each terrain also has a specific type of monster that goes along with it, and they're so very cute. I mean, as cute as a monster can be. And then last but not least, you have a few other different types of little tiny tiles. We have portals, we have boss monsters, and you have crystals. So each one of the terrains will have a specific crystal that will help you score points at the end of the game. That is everything that comes in the Overboss box. I love the way that they have set up this box. Everything has its place, everything has a home. It's really nice. It all fits in there nicely together. Some things shift around a little bit, but I feel like, you know, that's to be expected of pretty much anything that you get. But it has like this little plastic cover that says Overboss that fits on top of it just ever so nicely to hold things in place. It clicks right in there. It's amazing. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the Overboss box. I love this game. Spoiler alert. Like I mentioned before, Jeff and I are going to do a how to play and playthrough of this game. It's super fun. We've only played it with 3 people, so we're going to be playing it with just us 2 to show you how that works. Let me know down below, have you had a chance to try this game out yet? Have you tried out Boss Monster before? What do you think? Personally, this is like my style of game, like a nice tile layer, and the actual art style is very like Jeff's style, so like that retro video game style. Yeah, let me know down below if you've tried it. I'd love to know what you thought about it, and that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, and all that good stuff. And feel free to follow us on social media. On Instagram, we're at foster.the.meeple. So definitely check us out on there. We post pictures pretty much every single day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! Overboss. Reflection. Glare. Exactly. I told you they wouldn't be quiet. Don't. And this is... I'm coughing. Things have shifted in the box. Whoa. What a mess. What's the mushroom? Get out of my swamp. Each tile... oopsie nose. I swear to God, these cats are gonna drive me nuts. Also has a specific type of... Double gun. Like a glove. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. It's like a glove.